So I should be celebrating. So you right about that, yeah. So it's going. I got some, you know. And so initially, the past couple of years I've been fortunate. At least, last year I had third. For the most part, yeah, no. So yeah, I got to
Yeah.
Brad, I'm sorry, y'all's mics work?
Test. Test.
Turn it on?
These are all in the.
Okay, it's 5:37. We call the meetings of Port Allen, committee meetings of Port Allen City Council to order for December 4th, 2024. At this time, I'd like to request everyone to turn off or silence your electronic devices, please. Again, we'll recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the Public Safety Committee to order to establish a quorum. May we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Revere.
Here.
Ms. Lacy.
Present.
Ms. Gordon.
Here.
Quorum's present.
Thank you. Item number 4, the Police Department report. Sergeant Celestine, please.
All right, good evening, everybody. Regards from Chief Hicks, good to be here tonight. All right, so for the month of November 2024, the Port Allen Police Department responded to 224 calls as a total reportable calls to service. Among those, alarms, it's going to be residential and commercial. We had 17 medical calls or other requests for assistance from the fire department. One trespassing, 3 shots fired, 1 harassment, 13 disturbances, 1 runaway, which was a safely recovered, 1 assault complaint, 14 thefts, 5 noise complaints, 14 complaints about remaining at forbidden, many of those same address, 8 suspicious activity complaints, stick over batteries, 2 of those. 3 requests to check on person, we have 1 death, 26 strictly medical calls, 1 911 hang up, 3 fraud complaints, 1 missing person, also recovered safely, 3 burglaries, an additional vehicle burglary, 4 animal complaints, 1 matter labeled under investigation, 6 domestic disturbance calls, they're not all domestic violence. 13 informational reports, nothing criminal. 1 complaint about a narcotics violation that we're currently trying to refer. The high call zone for this month, or the month of November rather, will be the northwest quadrant of the city of 85. There were 14 total arrests for the month of November. You see the stats there. 7 of those were including the listed domestic incidents. 23 crashes. We had 3 private property wrecks, 14 traffic citations issued. I'm not going to flew through that. Any questions?
The missing person, was
Yes,
he
ma'am.
found?
Yes, ma'am. The missing person and the runaway were both recovered safe.
Okay, in the death, the natural cause?
Yes, ma'am. Presumed natural causes, I think was going to be pending the final confirmation from the West Baton Rouge Coroner's Office.
Anything else? Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Item number 5, adjourned.
Public Works Committee called to order, establish a quorum. Roll call, please.
Ms. Gordon.
Here.
Mr. Revere.
Here.
Mr. Brown. Here.
Item number 4, discuss Coin Park Drainage Improvement Retainage Pay application in the amount of $22,500 $584.38. Mr. Joel Court, Mayor.
Good evening, Council.
Amen.
As you're aware, the Corn Park Drainage Project has been completed as far as the funds that was allocated for that particular project. And the contractor is acting for the retainage on that particular project, which would came out to a total of $22,584.38, and they're asking for their last check. And currently, we also in negotiations with Senator Price and Representative Jordan, getting additional funds to finish that, well, not finish that project, but extend that project to the proposed 12th Street crossing of that particular block. But this amount here is basically for the contractor, which is Raton, for $22,584.38.
And the plans for that area, Mayor, is still in effect, as in for it to be like for recreational use.
Yeah, that's the-
Recreational center.
That's the only thing that we can use that property for, according to the agreement with the Corn family. And we still gonna need to get input from the public as to, continued development of that particular property. And like I said before, that is a large piece of property, and hopefully with the closure of the canal, we'll be able to utilize that for recreational type issues or purposes.
Of course, I have a plan for recreation, so I hope I can continue to get that, keep that in effect.
Yes, ma'am. And that's what we're gonna rely on, the new mayor and the council to continue exploring, ideas as to how you want that development to develop. We've been sitting on that property, cutting grass for the last, 15 years before I got in office, so hopefully we continue to work on, developing that particular property.
Yeah, I think it's a really ideal place for a recreation center.
All right, we'll make that another agenda item.
Any more questions? All right. Item agenda next week. Item number 5, discuss pay application number 1 for Centennial Park bathroom project in the amount of $10,800.
And council, this is the other half. We've been working on these bathrooms for the last 3-4 years. We already had the property next to the levee surveyed, and the big holdup on that particular property was the how we can connect the sewer to that facility. And we came up with an idea with the new contractor that it would connect to the existing sewer line at Avenue A and South River Road. So this pay app is for the bond issues for CNC general contractors to construct the restrooms at that particular location.
That was budget for $75,000 to do the bathroom, correct?
We increased that to $125,000. The other issue that I just ran through today, once we found this out, is that we didn't put that money in this year's budget. So I'm gonna have to get a budget amendment to move, because we hadn't used that money in last year's budget, so we have to do a budget amendment to use that money, that $125,000 in this year's budget.
So the bathroom, $125,000.
Yeah, we increased that, additional 50,000, which made it, 125.
But it needs more additional,
The
so
cost.
to speak.
These bathrooms is gonna be made out of cinder block, but the outside is gonna be the same as
14th Street.
the walls that line
Certificate.
the walkway going up. It'll be that type of, outside brick.
What you call it?
The retaining wall for the
The retaining wall that goes up the levee.
entrance to the levee.
No.
It's not a plain cinder block like,
Right.
The one on 14th Street.
like 14th Street, yes.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Item number 6, discuss S&S sprinkler system annual renewal for City Hall in the amount of $400.
And council, this is our annual, inspection that they do on all the sprinkler systems throughout this building. They have the contract for, since I've been in office, and it's basically the same price every year, and it's $400. To renew the contract.
Did I?
Any questions? Item 7, adjourn.
Community Development Committee. Item number 1, call order. Item number 2, establish quorum. Item number 3, roll call.
Mr. Brown,
Here.
Ms. Lacy,
Present.
Mr. Pump.
Here.
Board President.
Item number 4, update development activities. Ms. Rose Rochelle.
Oh, good afternoon,
Hey, girl.
council and visitors in the committee, and wow, it's Christmas time already. So excited, so excited. We have a big weekend coming up, with our annual Jeep parade, and it's a parade and festival now. It has really grown. This is number 3 or number 4? Number 3. And just very excited about what it's bringing, the attention it's bringing to the community. So just want to remind everybody to go out and enjoy all the festivities that will be around the annual Jeep parade, and it has a name, and y'all, I just got back to town. Jingle Jingle Jeep.
Jingle Jeepin'.
Jingle Jeeping.
Jeepin'.
We be jingle jeeping this week, so we're excited about that. So that's, of course, December 7th. We have a few other things that the city will be doing, just want to make you aware of, and of course, you'll have memos and invites and everything by next week. On the 13th, which is next Friday, we'll have the orientation of our new officials. On the 18th, that would be the sexual harassment training that we give every year to the staff and employees at that for the city. On the 23rd, we have our Senior Citizens Holiday Gala. That's an annual event. And on the 30th, we'll have our annual swearing in of our officials, and we'll also have invitations and information about all of that. And that's about it. We have any questions?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
For December 18th, what time is that?
We're
For
gonna,
sexual harassment?
we're gonna start around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock, and it'll be at William and Lee.
And December 23rd is what?
Our
Is that the
senior
senior
citizen
dinner?
holiday, yes, ma'am. We couldn't get any earlier date because they scheduled everything for Biddy Ball, so that was the earliest date we could get.
And what time is that?
That's gonna be at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
And I want to remind everybody that if you have not done your ethics training yet, we really need it by the end of the year. Please, 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 you can do it online. But those of you who've gone to LMA, you know all you need is a certificate. And you have not, I think everybody kind of know the routine. Please get it to HR.
The routine is to let Rose get our certificate. And that's the routine?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
all right, I was been asked, can we, amend the agenda? We need to vote on that,
Yes, Chairman Brown, you need a motion to amend the agenda, and because this is a motion to amend, you would need unanimous consent to amend that agenda.
All right. So you can entertain a motion.
And what are you amending it for?
I'm sorry, Ms. Clarice.
Yes. I would like to.
Y'all have to get the vote first.
What is it, the purpose of the amendment?
Okay.
What would be the purpose of the amendment?
Development, for a civil matter that I want to make sure that I put on record.
Okay, so do we have a motion?
Yeah, I motion.
So Mr. Brown,
Motion by
Chairman
Mr.
Brown
Brown.
has made a motion to amend the agenda, to hear from Ms. Lacy on a, civil matter.
Is there a second?
You have to be the ones on the committee.
Yeah,
Second, you
get
can't
a
be
second by somebody on.
on committee. Yeah.
I can't second no more.
Yeah,
Okay, I can
okay.
second.
Okay.
Got a motion from Mr. Brown, I have a second from Ms. Lacy. Mr. Brown,
Yes.
Ms. Lacy,
Yes.
Mr. Hubble? Yes. Item carries.
We'll make that agenda item 4.5, Chairman Brown.
All right.
Okay. This is a civil matter, like I said, that I wanted to address the council and the public with. I sent out an email to the council, but also today, I made sure that each council person had a copy of this email that I am prepared to read off. And it says, "Good morning. I'm writing to inform you of the incident that occurred on July 24th, 2024. On this day, I was contacted by Law Brother III to discuss unknown matters. I expressed to him that I would give him a call back. After a call back, Mr. Rowe went forward to engage in a conversation. This conversation included a bribery proposal. The proposal would not only require me to act in an unlawful manner by interfering with the election, but also stood as an insurance for my re-election. Throughout the course of the conversation, he made this election about money, race, power, influences, intimidation, betrayal, and corruption. Due to these factors, the integrity of this election was compromised through this bribery proposal. This proposal violated the election laws by impeding the voters' right of having a fair and free election, as well as violated state laws. This matter, along with other factors, was the basis for contesting the election. Unfortunately, time constraints and ineffectiveness of my legal representation resulted in a dismissal. However, these allegations have been turned over to the proper authorities and is currently under the agency's investigation. As well as publicly, I have made this matter known through a podcast interview. Through the election process and election laws, I was not allowed to release this information at any time during the election. Likewise, I would have been violating or breaking election laws by interference or influencing the voters. As an elected official, this was an intolerable and offensive act. This undermined any authority as an elected official and violates civil rights. Respectfully, I'm asking the City Council and the public to take into account the seriousness of this matter. This incident has caused a civil disturbance thus far, and unfortunately, this is just the beginning. Mr. Brough is an appointed official and was fully aware of his actions and the consequences he would face. Whether elected or appointed, we all have ethical principles that must be enforced and laws that must be followed. Mr. Brough violated laws and ethical practices during his time as representing the city, as the chair of the Planning and Zoning Board, as an elected representative of the city of Port Allen. As you and myself, we have laws that protect us against criminal acts. As this, Bribery, intimidation, and or interference with election is unlawful, is an unlawful act that should be punishable under the law. More so, this criminal behavior has cost me tremendously. The election is over for everyone, but nevertheless, I'm still spending money due to this corrupt act during this election. In conclusion, I appreciate your time and consideration of this matter, as I have stated, and it was a pleasure to have worked with all of you. And good luck on your future endeavors. That was the email that I sent off to each council person, as well as I reported it to the mayor. In my course of action there, I asked that Mr. Bro be withdrawn from his appointed seat with the city of Port Allen until the investigation process is complete. I feel that as elected officials, nobody should have to be subjected to any type of bribery, intimidation, or influences. We all have rights, and we all should be protected. I myself have never acted, exhibited, displayed that I was a person that was corrupt or acted in any type of corrupt activities. So for someone to come at me like that just undermined my authority as a person, as an elected official, and as a black woman. Because he mentioned this in throughout the conversation, that I know that if the whites get behind any one of y'all, then that's who will be elected. So he made this about race and white supremacy. And it's just awful that I had to go through this. It caused a civil disturbance and confrontation between me and my opponent, because he slandered my opponent's name as if she was reaching out to him to help her get elected. So it caused confusion. And I feel like the public should know this, and we should take this very seriously, because if it was the other way around, historically, we have seen what has happened. We have had 2 elected officials that has been in trouble and have received prison time for accepting a bribe. If you're not a federal agent or you're not posing as an agency or have any operation, you should not be trying to bribe, intimidate, or influence any elected official. My position stands no different than any other elected official position. A judge, a DA, a marshal, a mayor, anybody. And I feel like the public should know this, and I definitely would like to see some action take place with this, because this is just not conduct that we should be accepting, and especially during election time. It tainted the integrity of the elections. We're supposed to have free and fair elections where the voters should be able to choose whoever they want without the influences or the intimidations of anyone. And this is what took place here, and it's, like I said, it's a criminal matter, and as well as he crossed the ethic lines of ethics as well. So I don't know, this is not an isolated incident. We have to be very transparent about these situations, and we have to make sure that this is not tolerated and moving forward. It's no way that our city could grow like this.
So, I mean, at this point, to me, where it says these allegations have been turned over to the proper authorities, I guess if an investigation is ongoing, it's really, I don't know what we can do. I mean, yeah, so we're kind of set, if we take action, we're kind of setting ourselves up for, legally?
It's to make it publicly.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you're not expecting
according-
us to take
according
any
to-
action? Okay.
Only person that could take action, if it was something with the elected official, it would be the people. And those, if it was a crime, of course, it would be criminal.
Right.
The people could recall. But in this particular situation, it would be impinging upon the mayor, because he did appoint the seat.
Okay.
So have you talked with the mayor about this?
Yes, ma'am, I sent email to the mayor, and mayor is there. So now let's just awaiting a response there. But just doing everything properly, in order. This is just another, process of me doing everything right. That's it. Item next week with the mayor, you'll be first to talk on it, or any decisions, or what may go forward, or what needs to be done forward. I think that's important, just for transparency. Because we do have people that's following and want to know, and
Well, if it's turned over to legal, Ms. Lacy, I don't think we can do anything.
well, with his position.
Oh, you want him to be terminated from the position?
I want
Oh, okay.
But wouldn't, that's what I'm saying, wouldn't that set us, if nothing's proven or, you know,
I guess we have to wait till the
wait,
outcome come out?
wait until the investigation is complete before we can take action. That's my thought. That's what I've always.
Well, we.
Attorney, what do you say about this matter?
So I assume there's some kind of law enforcement investigation ongoing, based on what Ms. Lacy has said. So that's obviously one thing to do is to, you can see how that plays out. That being said, anybody who's appointed by the city to a board or whatever, the city can always examine, that appointment and whether that appointment should continue. That's I guess something that, the mayor would have to consider. Since if I recall correctly, the mayor is the one that recommends those appointments to the council for confirmation. So, it would go then, is the mayor going to make a recommendation one way or the other, or to the council?
So Mayor, are you gonna do anything about it, or you gonna wait till the new mayor come in and handle the situation?
Well,
Since it's under your leadership.
Since you put me on the spot, Ms. Gordon, I'm still waiting on, because the last conversation that me and Ms. Lacy had was that she was supposed to make a full report to Mr. Joseph for whatever evidence that she had or accusation, and then he was presented that to me and then I presented it to you. So,
A full report?
yes, ma'am.
Did I not make you a report?
No, ma'am.
We spoke Monday, did we not?
Jeff said, did I not give you something else that you needed?
No. I mean, other than reducing the conversation to writing, me and the mayor had a conversation about it.
I put it in writing.
I didn't have anything in writing. You and I spoke on the phone Monday.
I CC'd you.
On the email you just sent. When you said that? I don't have an email from Ms.
Yesterday.
Lacy.
Yesterday, I think.
I don't have an email from
Yesterday.
Yeah, maybe that's.
Hold on, let's see. Let's see if it'll come up. So that was Monday as well. It never showed up before Monday. But we had a conversation on Monday. The mayor and I had a conversation as well. I guess we're still in the process of determining what's to happen next week. So it's just Wednesday. So I'll start it Monday.
So do we need to put this on the item for next?
I would imagine that it would be that according to Mr. Alvarez, the mayor has to make a recommendation for you all to take any action. So he and I will have a conversation tomorrow, and if he chooses to put an item on the agenda for next week's meeting, it will be so posted.
I do have the law that I'm looking at in front of me. It would require a public hearing prior to removal of any member that's been.
What's the notice requirement for the hearing?
So do y'all have to
Let's see.
communicate with him about it also?
Well, that's why I just asked if there's a notice requirement for that hearing. So obviously a public hearing is going to be required. A council meeting is considered a public hearing. The question becomes whether it's subject to the same restrictions for a personnel matter as opposed to a public meeting. And I guess we'll investigate that as well. But
But it wouldn't be a personnel matter because they're not getting paid, right?
that doesn't mean that the requirements aren't there. Yeah. All I'm just trying to be a little bit cautious
Okay.
in how we go forward. Obviously, we're gonna follow the law, right? But once again, this was brought to my attention on Monday. Me and Ms. Lacy had a conversation. Me and we have had conversations about it. But obviously no decision has been made. And I didn't get this email until today. But that's not uncommon with our email system. I can't explain why that happens, but it does from time to time. They just kind of get the delayed delivery is what we'll call it, for lack of a better phrase.
Just for the record, I sent it December
9:45 Monday morning.
incident report withdrawal request.
Right. Now, I wasn't in the office Monday morning. I had a personal matter. I didn't get here until probably noon. Roughly. So,
And the only other problem we had with the email, Ms. Lacy, was that it didn't have the sign signature. So if you're gonna sign that letter that you sent and deliver it to us,
yeah, but she and I had a conversation. I was en route to my meeting Monday morning. She and I had a telephone conversation. I told her we would revisit the matter. Being as though this is not a voting meeting,
Right.
obviously anything action is going to be taken next week. So that's kind of where it was left. Now that I have the written document, she can come in anytime tomorrow. We'll reduce it to whatever form we need to put it in and sign it. And then it's up to the mayor to decide what happens next.
and then you will also have to submit any other evidence that you may have.
We can't hear you. What you saying?
She got to submit evidence.
She got to submit with any other evidence that she have in reference to this.
Oh,
And I mean, I've had a podcast interview where the recording was played of the robbery, the conversation. So I don't know, have this your first time hearing about it? Have you heard anything about it, Councilman? Never heard nothing about it?
I heard
I
about it.
did, until, I did see the podcast. No. I did watch the podcast.
So I do have it, recorded, file number, whatever it is that you need.
Whatever evidence you have, present, take it into account. Along with the science studies.
He's, our chairperson for our planning and zoning committee. And just for the record, we don't have no type of relationship. We're not friends, we never had prior dealings, we never had any type of conversations in regards to anything to ask me to engage in a criminal act with him and to pay for me, my campaign, to pay to get me reelected and all of this if I were to engage in some criminal activity.
So he had that much power for him?
Don't ask me. And same as he, slandered my opponent as if they were contacting him to get them elected. So I don't know what type of power a person has, but it bring about a lot of doubt. If you could guarantee to get me reelected, and me, I know that if all the whites get behind you, you'll be reelected. I don't know what kind of power he has. I just know he invaded my life with this, and he violated me, and this has been terrible. Like I said, the election is over, and everybody gone on their way, and I have to deal with this because I have to fight this. Because if I would have said yes, it would have been a different story today.
We be sending you goodies for Christmas.
All right, so item number 5, Johnny.
Call the personnel committee to order. Could we have to establish a quorum, have a roll call, please?
Mr. Hubbard,
Here.
Ms. Gordon,
Here.
Mr. Revere,
Here,
Mr. Prince.
Item number 4, notification of Aaron Landry's retirement effective November 27th, 2024.
Good evening, again, council. This is just an official notification. I hadn't had time to do a written one, but Mr. Landry retired last Wednesday from the position as superintendent of the water and gas department. And as you know, he was our only certified operator at that particular facility. Currently, we have a contract with Industrial Enterprise, the owner Terry Smith, and he will assist us in providing us with a class 3 or 4 operator until we can hire him. We're still in negotiation as to what that cost is going to be. Right now, the only expenditures that this company is doing is any repairs that we request for his company to do in the meantime of Mr. Landry's absence.
How long did he stay on since we made him superintendent?
A year.
A
A little
year?
less than a year. It was
And see,
December.
I told you, I'll let him go home on his retirement. Now we still in the same shape we was from the beginning.
Yeah, that's just like anything else, Mr. Gordon, when you hire people.
Yeah, but you paid him all this money for a year, then he still left us.
Once again,
you
Mr.
know.
Gordon, I mean,
When we could have already had somebody in place from the beginning. But no, y'all wanted to pay him more money. Now he's gone. Now we still got to pay more money.
okay,
So what was the difference?
who was
I waited for it from the beginning, and you know, I just didn't see it was right from the beginning.
So you had somebody in place?
I don't have anybody to play, but we could have got someone in play that we would have
Ms. Gordon,
If he would have retired like he wanted to, we could have had someone in place, Mayor. You know he wasn't gonna stay that long after you gave him that big lump sum of money. He stayed long enough to get his money. I don't blame him though. That's us. We made that decision. No, you all made it decision because I didn't go for it.
And I know I take full responsibility because I voted yes. But wasn't the term he was supposed to be like 3 years? Was it supposed
Thank
to be
you.
3? That was
Thank
the term
you.
that he would.
He didn't put a timetable on it.
Yes, we did.
I thought it was 3
Yes, we
years
did.
that the term
That he
was
had
that
to
he'll
pay.
get
When we
somebody-
paid him all that money, and he better last a year. Not come to the days that he was out sick, which we cannot.
It was 3 more years. That's right.
We can't stop him from being sick, but
He said he'll try.
I mean, we could have been moved on that project, but he home with a good retirement.
Right. So I mean,
Retired back
He
in
was,
December.
he was a regular employee.
Right, and
Employees
he-
need to leave at any
what
point.
was right.
right. So
He wanted to retire, but they asked him to stay on
yeah. So
for more
you
money.
know, the focus in my mind to figure out how to replace it, probably what happened. So just let it go.
But all we can do now is let it go. It's done deal. Happy retirement.
And nobody was kind of behind and certified besides the other young man. Nobody else.
But they quit. We had 3 people quit in the department. Back to back. So we don't know why. When he was up next,
Well, those that quit were trainees except for one.
well, not two.
Yeah, except for one.
Yeah.
But he wasn't class 3, so he was still.
Yeah, but he could have got there.
He was still being the same boat.
He could have got there. So how many years do Aaron Landry has with the city?
31.
Thank you for those 31 years of his service.
I guess we'll give him a plaque for the next meeting. Will he be here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mayor, just for the record, that was his last working day. His actual retirement date was 30, just in case anybody.
The 30th of November?
Public records, ma'am.
30th of November this month.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad with him. He did his thing.
Any other questions?
Yes, sir.
Item number 5, adjourned.
Finance Committee, item number 1, call to order. Item number 2, establish a quorum. Item number 3, roll call.
Ms. Lacy,
Present.
Mr. Hubbard,
Here.
Mr. Brown,
Here.
Mr. President.
Item number 4, discuss risk management and corporation reward certificate and estimate annual billing in the amount of $1,222.600. Don't worry about it.
122-664.
For workers' compensation coverage. $122,664. Why was that a tongue twister? Yeah.
All right, council, this is the annual estimate that risk management who is responsible for our workers' compensation program. And this is the total amount of those premiums for all employees with the city of Port Allen for the upcoming year. And this is done annually. So risk management has been with us since I've been in office. And that's who we get our services from.
Any questions? We can make an agenda item for next week. Item number 4, discuss mayoral declaration of Christmas Eve as an additional city holiday. We can just stay up there.
I'm telling you. As you know, we only give one holiday for Christmas and one for New Year's. This year, Christmas fell in the middle of the week, so I'm asking the council to give the employees and city employees an extra holiday for Christmas Eve, and that will be the day before Christmas. As a city holiday.
That was discussed.
I would think they would want the day after Christmas on.
That was discussed.
It was about 50-50.
Oh, okay.
Go figure.
I don't think I want nobody coming to work after Christmas.
One of the problems you had with that was going was that Friday was a half a day. And I
Oh.
didn't think people would come.
For the half a day, huh? Christmas on a Thursday, okay.
Yeah.
Wednesday,
Yes,
okay.
so they did Tuesday, Wednesday. So what days, Mayor? It'll be the Tuesday. They'll be out for Christmas Wednesday.
They'll be off
then
Christmas
Thursday.
Eve, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and come
About
back to work Thursday.
Or they just get out the half day Friday.
Yeah, half day. Friday's always half day.
I think I always Wednesday, Thursday, and half day Friday.
Well, you make that motion next week.
We'll give them both days on Monday.
Go for it.
Yeah, we can make this agenda item for next week.
So y'all took a poll on when they want to be on? Or y'all just?
No comment, but it was discussed.
That'd be majority.
Sorry,
Right. I think it was the majority.
no comment.
Well, you don't want me on?
Sorry.
You don't want me on? Let me know. You don't want me?
I voted for Christmas Eve. I tell you what, I voted. You know, here we are.
Item number 6, monthly financial update. Ms. Katrina.
Because the requirements are that I give a monthly report, financial report every month, I'm not sure why this is on the agenda. I will be doing it at the meeting and not the committee meeting. So it'll be done next week.
Item number 7, adjourned. Here correspondence.
Okay, council, a couple of things. LA1 lift station is complete, and we're waiting on the final walkthrough. Hopefully we can do that by the end of the week or next week. Spinks, who is also, who helped us out on the repairs to the motor that went down in the lift station, will be mobilizing their equipment to repair the hole on Court Street at 7th Street within the next couple of weeks, so that should be fixed. We do have the sexual harassment training, and will be December 18th at William Lee Park at 11 a.m. If you hadn't got your training already, please attend so you can get your certificate. Also, next week's meeting, we require that those public servants who will not be returning, we are having an award for each one of you who serve on as public servants throughout the years. And we present you with an award. If you want your family members to attend, we'll have refreshments afterwards. But we present you with an award thanking you for your services to the city of Port Allen. And other than that, that's it.
But I do have my inmate, my West Baton Rouge inmate drive, detention center drive, that I'm collecting items for until the 13th of December.
And also, I'm having my toy giveaway Sunday, December the 15th at Women Lee Park.
And please, don't forget, go vote.
Any donations be greatly appreciated.
Right, what you taking? You taking toys? What you taking from? I'm sorry.
It's just like cookies, they have anything like without nuts, chocolate. I have a list like of what some acceptable items.
Since I can put them on Andre and I got you.
If anyone wants to donate toys for December 15th, we'd be glad to appreciate any donation that you all give. That's with one WBR Association.
And also, council, the audit for last year's audit is currently on schedule, but we got a deadline we're gonna meet, so that's why things is being pushed a little behind. But hopefully we'll have everybody at the end of the year. So, thank y'all.
Okay, thank you.